Hello, this is Sam Radio. Today we are trying to build a Chinese kit. As you can see, they're very tiny little pieces here. Very tiny. First of all, I did the IC chips first because they're a pain in the butt, and I used a grounded iron so that, when you solder them, it does not shock the chip. That's one chip. And the other chip here, I chucked it under a magnifier. Come on, focus. There we go. It looks terrible on camera, but in real life it looks good. I mean, this thing is... Come on, get there. Hang on a minute. Okay. Yeah, my camera is really not... It looks like it's all over the place, but it's not. It's very even. And I checked under the microscope, or the magnifier. I'm going to double check it. Okay, well, we double checked everything. All the pins seem to be hooked up. And it's very, 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 very tiny. I can just go out with it. Let's see. Yeah, it's really, I mean, it's size of a, I don't know, like a match head, if not even, if that. That was very, very touchy. And I used a 30-watt iron, less than that. It's got a pencil tip to it. Got that chip in. And this is the other audio op amp, I believe it is. The oscillator and mixer. There's that chip. If I can get this thing to focus on the numbers. Right, I'm gonna turn it around. I can't even read the damn thing. There's lighting in here, I tell you, this sucks. I can't really see it, but all I know, okay, there she is, right there, the numbers. So that takes care of that. That's probably the oscillator and the PLLs and all that. And this, I just installed this coil. There's another coil I gotta install, which is one of these doohickeys. I think it's one for AM, one for FM, I believe. And it's all in Japanese. You have to get in this app to read some of this. And you flip it over. There's the other. I'm looking at this as a reference where everything is. And you turn it over, there's a schematic. And this is some of the parts that was with it. I separated most of it. And let's see. See, everything is put on a magnifier. It doesn't really do justice with the camera. But anyways, we got that down. We got some electrolytics, capacitors, all that, transistor, and all the other parts are in these little bins here. You got your ferrite bar for AM, tuner, a bunch of other stuff, parts that goes to the unit. But let's see, turn the lighting up on this camera. There we go. Looks a little better. And it's pre-labeled, but I still want to follow the schematic. And then look at the schematics numbers. And I like to use a cheat sheet resistance code chart. One of these guys. You hit the wheel. For 22 is red. Hang on a minute. Okay, this is that chart I was telling you, like a 22 mega ohms or k ohms, red, and brown. And it gives you 22 at 0 picofarad or ohms. You multiply it by that, it's 0.22. So I use this as well. I don't know, I like it. It's just, I used to use these when I was in school. And so we go by it's the resistor capacitor color code chart. Then you turn it around, there's another one for inductors. Inductors and microhenries. And I'm trying to think, I can't stop shaking. But this is what I like to use too. Anyways, let's see we can get some of these parts into this bad boy. Stay tuned. Alright, well, we got the last coil in here. And when I get soldered in, I just close them in. And the solder is flowed pretty well. That's from the IC right here. And the coils, just one there, here, and right here, and there. So that's what we got coming going there. So there's the 2 IC chips and 2 coils. Stay tuned. Okay, the magic of cameras. We got some parts put in, installed. We got the transistor in there. Transistor, electrolytic 100 microfarad, 22 k ohm resistor. If we can focus in there, it's right there in the middle. So tiny this thing is. It's a, jeez, can't even get a good focus on it. It's right dead in the middle there. 22k, the 104 capacitors, and the transistor. It's only a 1 transistor, and the chips do the rest. So I got that installed. Everything, I just trimmed everything up nice and neat. And that's how that is. If we can get this thing to just focus there a little better. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Not bad. Alright, well, there's more to come. All this stuff should be on before long. So, anyways. Well, we got this far with it. Yep. I tell you what, this thing is a pain in the old yin-yanger, if you want to call it that way. I think the most hardest one is just putting that chip in there. That was the. It's hard to really. It looks like crap in the camera, but I don't know. But these are all extra parts I had in case if I drop something, I got extra parts. All 99.9% of the parts I've had, they're almost all in there. There's, you got all the basic stuff. You can see here. That doesn't look much, but this is going to be a radio. So my soldering looks pretty good, I guess. Looks all right. Looks pretty good. Maybe we'll get it fired up, or we'll have probably a part 2, because my back's killing me. I've been working on this thing, taking my time, checking this weirdo schematic. It's all in Japanese, no, Chinese, and you put 2 and 2 together, or you go on like a there's an app on your phone. They can translate what values is, like this and all that, Then it just shows you 202 picofarad or 100 microfarad. These are the capacitor numbers, I guess. But either than that, you just got to follow the schematic, And they make it easy too. You could actually see that they have it's already labeled in there. But I ran into a snag. Right about, let me get my, right about here, this spot right there, looks like a diode that goes in there. I think they made a mistake in the factory. I looked at this spot right here, in between these resistors and a ceramic disc. This right here is I want to say at least, oh man, I can't even see this. I got to hit the magnifier. I think it's like 100. Hang on a second. Okay, this is a 4.7 microfarad uh, capacitor that goes right there, and you got to see where the arrow goes in. I assume that's ground, so if it pops, we'll know what that is. If it doesn't work, we know what it is. So it goes the other way. I was assuming this part right here is ground, but I can always turn upside down and trace these traces to make sure what's ground and what's hot, so that's not a big deal. But yeah, we're getting somewhere a little bit. It feels like I've done nothing, but I've been taking my time playing with this stuff. But anyhow, if I don't complete it, I'll probably have a part 2, but I gotta go eat something. I'm hungry. So, we'll be right back. Well, okay. Well, everything is starting to look a little more emptier here. All we got left here is the AM bar antenna, which I'm gonna modify a little bit, have it more. It won't move around. And then I got the FM antenna, which I have in a box somewhere where I got this stuff. And then this is the dial indicator. I don't even know what the heck name this thing is. Let's see. Pinion Sonic. I have no idea. But that's pretty much it on that. But yeah, well, here's the. Oh, by the way, remember I told you before, you guys, about the. I thought it was a capacitor or electrolytic. No, it was an LED. That's what it was. I should have known better. It goes like line this way and arrows pointing out like this. That's what that was. The whole time I was scratching my head, and it was that dang LED. That's the tuning or on light, the LED or the tuning light, I think. But there's this one thing here. I don't know what it is. It's for the antenna, or I have to jump this. There's a J right here, and there's a hole right underneath it. I wonder if I have to jump that. Let's see where the holes are to that. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if I should jump that or not. Let's see. Yeah, if it says J, I'm gonna have to look at the schematics on that before I even attempt to do anything. This thing was a painstaking pain in the butt, but we got it. Hopefully it works, man, because there's a lot of work that went into this little thing. I mean, it's not a high quality kit or anything, but man, I tell you, I mean, there's a lot that went into this. You know, I mean, all this goodness. Just breathe in all that chemical. There you go. So, and then I put the earphone jack in there just so you can hook up an external speaker or whatever. I think I'm just going to leave this battery powered. I'll just go buy rechargeable batteries, and we'll see if we get this thing working. I'll probably get a part 2 on this because I got other videos to make. I got a radio I want to share it. I just got in today. Or this stuff, I ordered this stuff like almost a month ago, and so I just put this together about 2-3 hours, and so we're gonna have to probably make a part two of this. So this will be like part one. But there it is. You know, this is, and then the bar antenna just got to go up here someplace for the AM, and the FM goes over here. There's like a little a telescoping whip, and I gotta get the plastics. Put this all in plastic, the knobs and screws, stuff like that, and I have to test it and tune it, and get it to where I need it to get it to go. But anyways, yeah, this is the kit. So it's kind of a silly thing, and I have had extra parts laying around. So what really is nice to have these surgical pliers or cutters to cut little wires and whatnot. They work quite well. And of course, have the right screwdrivers. That's always the good way. Anyways, this is Adam's Ham Radio. I'm gonna go QRT and enjoy 7-3. This is Adam's Ham Radio signing off.